today's event is a full traditional three-lift competition. What we mean by that, ladies and gentlemen, is powerlifting kicked off in 1964, fundamentally in the same format we see it here today, that is with three distinct lifts: back squat or deep knee bend, bench press and deadlift, in that particular order. So, in fact, the athletes in a moment's time will be starting off with the back squat. They'll get 3 attempts. There will be a 4th attempt allowable if the particular athlete is successful with a 3rd and they wish to continue on to set or break a record. That's the only way an athlete, under the rules of powerlifting, can continue on to a 4th. They must be successful with a 3rd, and they must nominate an Australian or potentially world? No, can we do world? No, we can't, sorry. Australian record only, sorry. World records are only at national titles. Every lifter today will have submitted an attempt card with their opening attempts in the squat and in the bench press and in the deadlift. Therefore, we have one group of lifters, we refer to it as a flight of lifters, approximately 13 from lightest to heaviest. So whichever athlete, I'm not sure who it is, Zachary Bubar, I think. I haven't got my glasses on, I'm blind. Zachary Bubar will be the opening lifter, to be followed by Bernadette Fagan, Ashley Quadros, Benjamin Tubby, Jeff Lynn, Domenica Soroka, who's clearly a complete weight division lower than what she normally would be lifting, and Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, Brooke Palmer, world's greatest chef in history. Actually, where's my glasses? Hope I get this right. Reagan Ashplant, if Reagan's here somewhere, have I got that? Am I pronounced Reagan? Reagan Ashplant. So look like the first lifter of the day now, Zachary Bubar. I don't know how old Zachary is. Very young, teenage lifter in fact. Now wait a minute, what's happening here? Okay, so lifter must wait for the squat signal, yes. Thank you very much, Stephen. So the reason why there were red lights straight up there, lifter must wait for certain signals from the head referee, which is squat and then rack. Thank you, Stephen. All right, so we'll move on now to Bernadette Fagan. The weight on the bar is 85 kilograms or 188 pounds, I suppose, 187 pounds. This will be her first lift of the day at today's event here at Power Pit Gymnasium. Certainly no snowstorms or blizzards outside, by the way. Very warm indeed. If you feel like a coffee, ladies and gentlemen, it's probably pretty obvious there's a coffee van just there. If anyone needs a coffee. I don't know if they're selling anything else out there. Selling anything else? Thank you very much, Stephen. So Bernadette Fagan, you are the lifter. Ashley Quadros, Benjamin Tubby and Jeff Lynn in that particular order at the moment. Lightest to heaviest. Lifter must stand upright as such. Wait for the signal. Down and back up. And the side judges are looking for what we refer to as good depth. Well, 2 to 1's a good, I don't know, something happening with the lights, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, it's a good lift anyway. That's the first of our good lifts. Thank you very much, Bernadette. Ashley Quadros, 100 kilograms. 60 kilograms body weight. Just in, 59.9. Whoa, that was close. 60 kilograms, 132 pounds on the old imperial scale. Ashley very, very strong in the deadlift. We'll see that later on. Ashley now opening with 100 kg. Wearing what appears to be bedroom slippers. Up and back into the rack. Thank you very much, Ashley. Cannot believe you're wearing those things. Next lifter now, Benjamin Tubby, 72.7 kg, which puts him in the 165 pound bodyweight class. 100 kg, so same weight on the bar, pin height 16. Obviously a fairly tall lad by the looks of things. Thank you, Stephen. Stephen Ramsey is our head judge. To my immediate left, Mr. Kenyon Donaldson. Good morning, Kenyon. And Fiona Waddell, straight over there. Something about massaging or naturopathy. You can talk about that later on here, maybe. Thank you very much. Lifting out, and the mono lift has been activated. Oh, nice squat. Unbelievable depth. Very easy indeed. So when we say depth, in the rules of powerlifting, a lifter, if they are squatting, the crease at the hip joint must be at least below the top of the knee at the bottom position. Crease of the hip joint below the top of the knee. So if they are called for depth, we refer to it as being shallow. That's why it's a little bit not low enough, if that makes sense. Lifter now, Jeff Lynn, 75.2 kilograms. Oh, just missed out on the 75s, my gosh. 110 kg on the bar. 2 lifters now at 110. Domenica, you'll follow in a moment's time. 200 grams over the 75 kilogram body weight division limit. Ouch. All right, deep breath. Nice lift indeed. And back into the rack. Should be 3 white lights. Oh, we've got 3 white lights. Domenica would like, well, same weight on the bar, but pin height 7. I don't know what Domenica's best squat is. Thank you again, Stephen. A bit louder next time too. I couldn't hear. Domenica Soroka, Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, Brooke Palmer, and Reagan Ashplant. So, Domenica suggests she has lost about 15 kilograms body weight recently. Very, very impressive indeed. So lifting up, big deep breath. Must go down. Yes, nice squat. Should be just on there, I'd say. We're looking for 3. We got 2, that'll do. Opening squat through. Josh Brennan. 2 lifters now at 90 kilograms. Josh, you're the first. Luke, you are the second. Thereafter, Brooke Palmer. Brooke is looking for an Australian record squat. We just discussed that, well, a short while ago in the warm-up room. Looking for an Australian record squat. Reagan Ashplant, unbelievable name. David Barker, Cameron Pillapil, and Matthew Rabar with apparently a fresh cut, according to Mr. Matt Dawson. Thank you very much, Matt. We'll talk about that as the morning progresses. Thank you, Stephen. Oh, nice squat. Incredibly close stance, but nice squat. Back into the rack, 3 white lights. We're on a run here at the moment. Everyone's got their openers in thus far. Same weight on the bar. Pin height 13. Pin height 13 for Luke Mullins. Thank you, Stephen. I think the whole of Perth heard that. Thank you very much. Brooke, you'll follow. Reagan, David, Cameron, and Matthew in that particular order. Today's event is what's known as a sanctioned, which is an authorised or certified event, which means the lifters have to comply with all the rules in the sport of powerlifting. 1-piece soft suit, etc., etc., etc. Nice squat. Should just about be on depth. Oh, one red, one. Oh, just there. Holy smoke. Hold your breath on that one. Brooke Palmer, 1 lifter only at 140. Pin height 7, please. That's 2 25s, a 5, and a collar. The bar weighs 25 kilograms. Sorry, look, just about killed you there. The bar weighs 25 kilograms. Each collar weighs 2.5. Plates are added to make up the aggregate. In the bench press, the bar weighs 20 kilograms, as in the deadlift. This is the only part of the event where we use a separate bar which weighs 25 kg or 55 pounds. Thank you, Stephen. I don't think this is an Australian record yet, but I think we're heading towards it within the next 15 or 20 minutes. So what we mentioned earlier, ladies and gentlemen, world-famous chef at Catalano's, which I think is in Valdivia, I think, if I remember right. Big deep breath. Sitting down with it. And back in. Good squat, actually. Well done. Well done. So nice squat. Obviously paves the way for the Australian record in a moment. Reagan Ashplant, 150 kilograms at 90. Now let's think about that for a moment. 90 kilograms body weight. This is 60 kilograms more than her own body weight on an opening attempt. Very, very unusual indeed. Thank you again, Stephen. So first lift of the day, and we note no knee wraps and no knee sleeves, referred to as bare knee squats. First lift, I would suspect, in a capo powerlifting event. Down. Oh, beautiful squat indeed. My gosh, very, very nice. 1 white, 2 whites, and 3 whites. Very nice. David Barker, same weight on the bar, pin height 12. Cameron, you'll follow. Matthew Rabar thereafter. Thank you again, Stephen. So first attempt now for Mr. Barker, 54 years young. Very, very youthful, by the way. Cameron and Matthew in a moment. Big deep breath. Must squat to parallel or better. Nice squat. And back up into the rack. We'll say yes, and straight away it's a yes from the judges too. Cameron Pillapil, 180 kilos, which is 397 pounds at a body weight of 84.7. This is in excess of double his body weight. 2 times body weight squat on an opener for Cameron. Very unusual indeed. The next lift is even more unusual. Cameron, we believe, from the far northern suburbs of Perth, perhaps around the Ocean Reef area. More than double his body weight. Deep breath going down. Nice depth. Oh my gosh. So difficult. Now how about this one here? A monumental jump now to 270 kilograms, 596 pounds to be loaded on the bar at a body weight of 90 kilograms, triple body weight opening squat. This is more or less what we would expect at a state or perhaps national titles. Usually, perhaps at nationals or beyond, they're up around about 3 to 3.5 times, sometimes 4, or that is extremely unusual. Thank you very much, Stephen. This is a unbelievably competitive lift. 270 on the bar in the 90 kilogram body weight division. Open men's, I believe. Don't have an age here. We'll go back to Zachary Bubar shortly. Bernadette, Ashley, Benjamin, and Jeff. So we would be expecting to see weights of this caliber, magnitude, at this year's WA State Titles at Camp Bottle Grove, which will be in May this year, 2023. So this is way, way up there in terms of state and national and even world competition for Matthew Rabar. We can see Matthew's utilising the tight-fitting knee wraps, which are completely legal in the sport of powerlifting. Lifters can elect to use no wraps, bare knees, knee sleeves, which are kind of these tight-fitting neoprene things, or knee wraps. So very big opener indeed. 270 at 90. We'll probably see a 600-pound squat from Matthew fairly shortly, I would expect. Deep breath going down now. Must reach. Oh, have a look at that. Nicely done. 3 white lights. Great lift indeed. Round 2 of the only flight today. Sorry, David. Zachary Buba, you are the lifter. To be followed by Bernadette, Ashley, Benjamin, Jeff, and Domenica. So we're going back now to 80 kilograms. Thereafter, it'll be 97.5 for Bernadette. Then Ashley, Benjamin, Jeff, Domenica, Josh, Luke, David, and Brooke in that particular order. Thank you, Ian Stephen. Don't forget to grab a coffee. If anyone needs a coffee, it's obviously all happening out there at the moment. Sitting down, standing up, back into the rack. I think we got the signals right there. Oh, 2-1 majority. We're in at least. Bernadette Fagan, 97.5. Pin height, 10. When we say pin height, the rack is adjustable, obviously, for different lifters' heights. So pin height 10 now for Bernadette. Lifting order in a moment. Ashley, Benjamin, Jeff, Domenica, Josh, Luke, David, and Brooke. Not sure what Bernadette's best lift ever is here around this. So personal best ever lift, apparently, according to Samuel Murphy. Personal best ever lift in this particular part of the competition. That being the squat section, as we mentioned earlier. It follows the same pattern of lifting every time. Big deep breath. Must squat to parallel. I think we should be about there. Let's have a look at the judges. Oh, ouch. Little bit shy of what we refer to as required depth. Very, very close, so indeed. Ashley Quadros, 110 at 60 kilograms body weight. Benjamin Tubby will follow. Jeff Lynn, Domenica, Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, and David Barker. Thank you, Stephen. Ashley, probably the lightest body weight lifter here, I think, today. Let's have a look. Yes, 60 kg. I think it was 60 kg at birth. I don't know about now. Back into the rack. 3 white lights, I'd say. Thank you very much, Ashley. Benjamin Tubby. Oh, we have 3. No, is it? Yeah, 3 lifters. 1, 2, 3 lifters now at 120 kg, 265 pounds. On the old imperial scale, 72.7 kg body weight. The lifting chart is a 25 and a 20. So again, bar is 25, 2 25s, a 20 in collars makes up the aggregate, which in this case is 120 kilograms. Very tall, very lean, athletic lifter. Oh, that depth. Oh my gosh. Absolutely brilliant. Well done. 3 white lights straight away. Same weight on the bar, but pin height 11, please. Pin height 11 now on the bar for Jeff Lynn. Thank you, Stephen. Miss Soroka, Mr. Brennan, Mr. Mullins, Mr. Barker, and Miss Palmer to follow. So again, folks, each lifter is allowed 3 attempts during the course of the competition. 3 in the squat, 3 in the bench press, 3 in the deadlift. Oh, great squat. Very, very comfortable, very easy indeed. Same weight on the bar, I think 120 for Domenica. Pin height 7. May or may not be a personal best. Not quite. A little bit away from her personal best. Second attempt now for Domenica Soroka. Josh Brennan in a moment, Luke Mullins, David Barker, and Brooke Palmer in that particular order. Big deep breath. Looking from the side now, the all-important judges. Whoa, nicely done. And back in. Yeah, I know what I was going to say. Beautiful squat. Well done. 2 on 140. Josh Brennan, you're the first. Pin height 11. 2 25s, a 5 and a collar. Second attempts for all the lifters now. Thirds obviously coming up. Fourth attempts can only be submitted if a lifter is successful with a third. And it must be a record. does not count towards the lifter's total, only their third attempt if successful. Thank you, Stephen. Squatting down now. Oh, great depth indeed. Back into the rack. Nicely done. Luke Mullins, pin height 13, and the bar stays the same. Hey, boy. What's in that mug? Good. Right, so second attempt squat now for Mr. Luke Mullins, 49 years young. Big deep breath. Yes! Oh, yeah, back into the rack. I think he's in. Yeah, he's in, definitely. Yeah, definitely in the rack. Thank you, Luke. Should be 3 white lights, we would say. Yes, it is indeed. David Barker, 155. One lifter only at 155. Brooke Palmer, you are at 160, as in Reagan Ashplant. Cameron is at 200, and Matthew Rabar, 287.5. 225. Thank you, Stephen. 225s, a 10 and a 2.5. So again, folks, second attempt squats at the moment. Deep breath. Men's Masters Division. Oh, great squat. Probably better than your first, I think. 2, 3 white lights. Brooke Palmer now 160, pin height 7. Reagan, Cameron and Matthew in a moment's time. Thank you, Stephen. Bar loaded now for Miss Brooke Palmer. Heading towards an Australian record squat. I don't think it's this one. I suspect it'll be on a third. Usually in the sport of powerlifting, lifters will wait till the third for a record or a personal best. So big deep breath. Sitting down with it now. Great squat. Oh, just held her balance. Nicely done. One red. Oh. How about a huge round of applause for Brooke anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Very gallant attempt indeed. 160, same weight on the bar, pin height 9 for Reagan Ashplant, Cameron and Matthew in a moment's time. Second attempt now for Reagan. At today's competition, ladies and gentlemen, here at Power Pick Gymnasium in ever sunny Rockingham. Thank you, Stephen. Dipping down. Nice squat. Oh, must be a personal best. Personal best. Oh, ouch. I thought it must have been. 200 kg. Nice round number, that. 441 pounds. 3 25s, a 10 and a collar. Cameron Pill, it'll be you. Matthew Rabar, then it'll be back to Zachary Buba. Thank you, Stephen. Bar now loaded for Cameron from Perth's northern suburbs. Fair height from here. Hope he has plenty of Qantas frequent flyer points up his sleeve. Second attempt squat for Cameron. Oh, beautiful squat. Okay, very, very easy. 2 and 3 whites. Heaviest weight of the day by a country mile, 287.5. That is 5 25-kilogram plates per side, a 2.5 and a 1.25, lots of fives there. 5 25s, a 2.5 and a 1.25. Is this an Australian record? Probably not, but we wouldn't be far away, I would expect, in terms of a record. So, quite obviously, ladies and gentlemen, by, as we mentioned, a country mile, the heaviest weight thus far, and now 634 pounds on the bar. Heaviest weight of the day for Matthew before we begin round 3, flight 1, or the only flight or group of lifters for the day. May or may not be a personal best. Personal best, do we think it's, we're not sure. Okay, thank you, David. Yeah, apparently a personal best ever, which of course is tantamount to being a record anyway. Personal best ever in the squat section for Matthew Rabar. Big deep breath. Must reach parallel or... Oh! Ooh, nicely caught by the loops. All right, not hurt. Okay. He's okay. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 634 pounds on the bar. 100 kg now, round 3, third, I think it's the third round of lifting for Zachary Buba. Same weight on the bar for Bernadette Fagan in a moment. So Zachary, you are the first lifter, round 3 of the squat section. Yeah, well done, gents. Before we head to Bernadette Fagan, Ashley Quadros, Jeff Lynn, Domenica Soroka, Benjamin Tubby, Luke Mullins, and Josh Brennan. Intense discussion going on there. Third and final attempt now, ladies and gentlemen, for Zachary Buba, 17 years of age, sitting down and coming up. Back into the rack. Judge's decision is 1 white to a... Hey, how about that? Same weight on the bar, pin height 10. As we mentioned with the mono lift, it is multi-adjustable for all lifters' shapes and sizes. In, out, up, down, all the rest of it. 36 years young, lifting in what we refer to as knee sleeves, neoprene knee sleeves, a bit like wetsuit material, if that makes sense, which again is legal in the sport of powerlifting. Most probably a personal best we would expect. Thank you very much, Samuel. A personal in competition, okay. Personal best ever attempt now for Bernadette. Got control of it. Nice squat. Let's have a look at the G. I suspected it was a little bit shallow from the side. Let's give her a huge round of applause anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Good try. 120 now for Ashley Quadros. I don't know if this is a personal best. Personal best? Long way off. Okay, thank you. 265 pounds on the old scale for Ashley Quadros. Thank you, Stephen. Jeff Lynn, Domenica Soroka, Benjamin Tubby, Luke Mullins, Josh Brennan, and David Barker. You'll follow. Third and final round, unless any fourths have been... Not yet? Okay. A little bit early for that. Fourth attempts, again, allowable at the conclusion of round 3. Wow, that was difficult, ladies and gentlemen. He should stop hurting himself on the platform there. Jeff Lynn, 130. 2 lifters at 130. Jeff, you're first. And Domenica, you are second. Pin height 11 in what we refer to as the mono lift. An absolutely horrible contraption to have to lift up. It weighs about 20 million tons. So therefore, once it's in this plate, that's where it'll stay. It won't be moving again. May or may not be a personal best, perhaps for Mr. Lin. In fact, does anyone know Mr. Lin? Personal best ever, maybe? Big deep breath. Oh, nicely done indeed. Beautiful squat. Personal best ever at this body weight?
Yes, and in sleeves.
Ah, thank you very much. So again, as we mentioned about personal bests, Miss Soroka suggests this is a personal best at this particular body weight, which is about 15 odd kilos lighter than her previous competition. So yeah, very, very impressive indeed. Always difficult in the sport of powerlifting to maintain strength at a lighter body weight. Third and final attempt for Domenica. Benjamin, Luke, Josh, David and Brooke in a moment's time. Must concentrate. Number one factor in this sport is you must concentrate on the task at hand. Big deep breath. Nicely done. Keep, oh. $140 Benjamin Tubby at 75 kilograms body weight, to be followed by Luke Mullins, Josh Brennan, David Barker and Brooke. Thank you again, Stephen. Third and final attempts in the squat section here today. Thank you, Stephen. Once again, folks, down, oh God, the depth, absolutely brilliant, very easy indeed. Beautiful squat, 3 white lights. Luke Mullins, 145, one lifter only at 145. Josh Brennan, you will be the next lifter. David Barker, Brooke Palmer, Reagan Ashplant, Cameron Pillapil and Matthew Rabar. Must go down to parallel, squatting down now. Yes. Oh, very, very close indeed. Very close. 3 lifters at 160, Josh Brennan, David Barker and Brooke Palmer. 160 is 2 25s at 15 and a collar. Josh, you are first, David, you're second, and Brooke, you're third. Thank you, Stephen. Third and final round of squats. No fourth attempt submitted as yet. We emphasize as yet. So big deep breath. Oh yeah, nice squat. Probably in terms of side depth, I think yes we are. Well done indeed. David Barker now, same weight on the bar, but pin height number 12. Thank you, Stephen. May or may not be a personal best. Anyone know? Not sure? Okay. Potentially a personal best. He has control of the weight. The bar is live. Oh, nice depth. Beautiful squat. Beautiful squat. Every one of those attempts were a carbon copy of the previous. Brooke Palmer, 160. Very close on a second. Very, very close on a second. Reagan, you'll follow. Thank you, Stephen. Cameron, and finally, for the final squad of the day, 290 from Matthew Rabar. So Brooke coming out now. I don't think this is an Australian record. She was talking about it before. No, I don't think so. Okay, it's not clear if it's an Australian record. Let's get right behind her anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Miss Brooke Palmer. She just missed this on a second. Must squat it right down, up. Great squat. Australian record squat. Let's give her a huge round of applause, please, Miss Brooke Palmer. 165 now for Reagan, which we assume must be an Australian record, if anyone knows Reagan. Anyone know Reagan? Yep, you know Reagan. Personal best lift ever in her first competition. Reagan Ashplant must concentrate. Big deep breath. Yes! Just on depth. Oh, got him! 3 white lights. Cameron Pillapill, 210. Matthew Rabar finally with 290 before we move into the bench press section, which we would suggest will be a 5-minute break or so. Maybe 10? 20? Okay. 20 minutes. Now, where's the local pub again? Okay, so Cameron, third and final. 210 at 84.7 kilograms. Very impressive lifting indeed. Approaching triple, probably about 2.7, 2.8 times body weight. So approaching triple body weight. Squatting nice and low here. Oh, that depth. Never any doubt about that. 3 white lights. Final lift of the morning. I suppose it is final lift of the morning. Matthew Rabar, 290 kilograms, 640 pounds, 5 25s and a 5 kilogram plate. To be loaded on the bar. Bearing in mind again, the bar weighs 25 kilograms, if you're good at mathematics, which I'm not. 25 kilogram bar. So we have a total of 10 25 kilogram plates, couple of 5s, couple of collars, and the bar. Pin height is 11. Racks are in. Looks like it's loaded. What do you think, Stephen? Right. Final lift of the morning. Biggest weight of the day, and certainly, ladies and gentlemen, national. Oh, yeah, a couple of extra spotters might be good here. Certainly, at the very least, Australian and potentially moving towards world-class lifting. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So, an extra spotter, as we can see, either side. We have 2 each side, and Mr. Gavin Stockel at the rear. Take your time, Matt. Big deep breath. Biggest lift of the day, ladies and gentlemen, thus far. Oh, how close was that? Oh my gosh. It's getting hot in here, boy. All right, now we have 1/4 attempt only. 1/4 attempt. That will be for Domenica. The weight on the bar is 130 kg, and it is pin height 7. So, fourth attempt now for Domenica Soroka for a personal best ever in the squat, 130 kilograms, 225s and a collar. Pin height is 7, which I suspect that isn't. Oh, it is pin height 7. Okay, sorry. All good. Pin height 7, a repeat of her third. Now, come on, Domenica, you can do this. Big, deep breath. Stay positive and stay focused. Yes, exactly. Take your time and set it up. That's exactly right. Must take them. There's no rush in the sport of powerlifting. In fact, the longer you take can be an advantage to the lifter themselves. Come on, Domenica. Big, deep breath. Squatting it down. Yes! Got him! How about a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for all the lifters in the squat section of today's event. We'll be taking a short break now to clear the platform for the bench press section. So the bench press coming up. If you want or need a coffee, over there.
Now to the most exciting phase of this competition, the bench press. Okay, if you look, we witnessed some outstanding lifting this morning. David Barker holding it up there for the Masters lifters there with a solid 160 bench. The girls section on fire. We Reagan Ashfeld 165 raw and Brooke Palmer 160 as well. So some really good lifting. Cameron Pilpel, nearly 3 times body weight on his squat. Well done there, Cameron. We have the bar loaded to 57.5. Bar is loaded now for Bernadette Fagan. Bernadette successful with an 85 kg squat earlier today. Weighed in at 111.3 kilos. Nice solid opener here. Being lifted off by Sam Murphy, pro raw lifter. Here we go, folks. First left of the bench press, up we go. Racks it in, looks good to me. 1, 2 and 3 white lights there, great start. Bernadette, let's move the bar now to 62.5. 15, 2.5, 1.25 for Dominic Soroka. Dom, massively amount of work she puts in behind the scene here. On the score table, you'll see her at most comps. Good to see her getting out from the score table onto the platform. 62.5 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Dom Soroka. Coached there by Sam Murphy down here at the Power Pit. Big thanks to the team at the Power Pit for putting today's competition on. Fantastic squat portion. Here we go, Dom. 62.5, down she goes. Gets the call, up she flies. That's looking good, folks. Big round of applause there for Dom. Nice, solid start. Okay, we move the bar to 65 kilos. 65 kilos on the bar. 1 blue and collar. 1 blue and a collar. 65. Brooke successful earlier with a 160 squat. Massively powerful squat there. Only been powerlifting a short space of time, but achieving some really outstanding numbers there, Brooke. Gavin Stockel to lift off for Brooke. Weighed in at a slim trim 109.3 kilos today. Here we go, Brooke. Down she comes, and up she goes. Locks out, nice lift there, Brooke. Another successful lift there. Going 3 from 3, Reagan Ashfeld. Now, isn't this girl a superstar on the horizon? Mammoth 165 squat earlier today. Raw, no sleeves, no assistance, just straight power. This girl's got a massive amount of potential in her at the moment. And starting on 75 kilos, a very solid starter. Bar is loaded for Reagan Ashplant, only 30 years of age, competing in the open division here, making a good fist of things too. Out she goes. Up she goes. Drive. A little bit out of the groove there. What do our refs say? 1, 2, 3, 2 to 1. Give her a round of applause, folks. That's a solid opener and more than enough power there. Just got to bring that bench under control. Jeff Lynn, you are next up at 85 kilos on the bar. Jeff will be followed by Ashley Quadros, Zachary Bubba, and Josh Brennan. You are the 3 lifters in the hole. Bar is loaded for Jeff Lynn. Jeff successful earlier with 85 kilo, with a 130 kilo squat. Weighed in just over the 75 kg division with a weigh-in of 75.2. Lifts out by himself. Down she rockets, and up she goes. Rack it in. What does their F say? 1, 2, and 3 white lights there. Well done again. Good start there, Jeff. Ashley Quadros will take 90 kilos. 25, 5, 2.5. 25, 5, 2.5. Rack height 6. Rack height 6. 25, 5, 2.5. Big thanks to our sponsors down this way. Much needed body therapy. Also our WA massage therapist. Great getting you guys involved. Catalano and Co. There's the place to go for a feed after. Ashley Quadros, 90 kgs, gets the press call. Nice strong lock out there. Way to go, Ash. Zachary Bubba, you are next up with 95. That consists of a 25, 10 and a collar. 25, 10 and a collar, guys. Pin height, rack height, 10. Big shout out to all our helpers and supporters today. Bar is loaded. Kenyon Donaldson, our most experienced ref in the state, comes down, pressed up, racked in. Got 1, 2, and 3 whites there. Well done. Big round of applause. Starting to rifle through these just a reminder, those that are looking at competing at this year's state championships, they're being held in May at Camp Wattle Grove, and you'll see some of the best lifters going around the Perth scene at that event. $27,000 worth of prize money at this year's state championships. Back to centre stage here with Josh Brennan. 110 on the opener. Obviously lifting out for himself. Out she goes. Well controlled. And up. Nice work there, Josh. Should be 3 whites there, and it is. Nice work. Benjamin Tubby, you're next up with 117.5. 25, 20, 1 and a quarter, and a collar. Benjamin will be followed by David Barker, Luke Mullins, and Cameron Pillipil. You are the next 3 in the hole. Yeah. 25, 20, and 1 and a quarter. Massive thanks to our spotters and loaders this weekend. That's where the hard work is, folks, spotting and loading. But best seat in the house too. Benjamin Tubby, you're up. Benjamin being lifted out with training partner Ashley Quadros. Here we go. Let's go, Benjamin. Gets the call. Up she rockets. Go! Ooh, up. It's a fight. It's a rack call. What do our refs say? May have been a little bit of a dip on the bar there. 3 reds. Close, mate. Very close. I'll have that one again. David Barker, 125 kilos goes onto the bar. David shining the torch for the Masters here this weekend. Had a very nice 160 opener. Looking to open up his account on the bench with 125 kilos. David weighed in at 92.2, making him eligible for the 100 kg class. Up we go. Oh, with ease. Big round of applause there for David. That was a massive, easy opener there. Luke Mullins, you are next up with to be followed by Cameron Pillipil and Matthew Harbour to round out the first round of lifting. Luke Mullins successful with a 140 earlier today, looking and electing to open his bench press account with 130 kgs. Let's get behind him, folks. Luke Mullins, late entry into this event. Good to see him here. Let's go, Luke. Good start. Lifts it out. Down she goes. Up, up. Oh, that was an easy one, Luke. Yep, you got it. Down she goes. Should be whites all around for that, and it is. Cameron Pillipul is elected to go 140 for his opening attempt. And Matt Harbour will round out with 162.5. That's 140 for Cameron Pillipul. 25, 25, 5, 2.5 and a collar. Some good weight selection here. We've only had 2 missed lifts. Okay. Here we go. Up, hold, yeah, and look at that, folks. That's an easy opener, very sensible lifting here. 140 with ease there for Cameron Pillipul. Matthew Harbour electing to go to 162.5. This, folks, is some class lifting here. Matt only weighing in at 89.5 kilos, making him eligible for the 90 kilo class. The 270 squat, absolutely fantastic. That's 3 times body weight there, guys. Bars is loaded with 162.5. Honing in on that double body weight bench, 162.5. This is a big opener, folks. Let's get right behind him. 162.5. Up. Rack. Good work there. Easy opener there. That bar is bouncing around, man. Nice work. Let's strip it all back to Bernadette Fagan, who will be opening with her round 2 with 60 kilos. 15, 2.5 and a collar. Okay, our competitors kicking off the second round will be Bernadette Fagan, Dominica Soroka, and Brooke Palmer. You are the first 3 up. Once again, we thank our sponsors, Pivot Physiotherapy and Health. Thank you for your support of this gymnasium and what you guys are doing for powerlifting in this state. Here we go. Let's go, Bernadette. Come on. Locks it in. That should be whites, I'd say. Yep, it is. Well done, Bernadette. Dom Soroka back on stage now with 67.5. Let's take the weights to 20, 1 1/4, and a collar. Very impressive lifting here this afternoon. Just remember, state championships, Capo State Powerlifting Championships will be happening on the 20th and 21st of May. Let's get behind it, folks. 67.5 kilos on the bar. 5 kilo increase above her opener. There she goes. Up, up, up. Oh, look at that, folks. Gets the rack crawl, and we should have whites all around there. Well done. Once again, we thank the team at Power Pit for putting on today's competition, doing their bit for WA Powerlifting. And for Capo Federation, today's comp's brought to you by, is sanctioned by Capo, Australia's oldest federation. So here we have Brooke Palmer, 72.5 kilos, being lifted out there with Pro Raw lifter Gavin Stockel. Up she runs. Nice work there. Another easy attempt there for Brooke Palmer. Okay, we now move on to Reagan Ashplant. As mentioned before, this girl's got a ton of potential. Just needs to get her groove right. Just fell a little bit out of the groove on the last lift. Big thanks to our supporters that have come down to support the lifters today. Thank you. Good to see a few legends around the place. Mr. Bill Harnett, good to see you down here supporting, mate. Good to see. One of WA's finest powerlifters this century and last century. Let's go, Reagan. Down she comes. Up and back. Oh, right in the groove on that one. Without a doubt. Big round of applause. That's a good comeback, Reagan. Really good. Got to be happy with that. Let's move the bar now to 92.5 for Jeff Lynn. As I mentioned, Jeff was only 0.2 of a kilo outside competing at 75 today. So very lightweight. Had a nice squat there of 130. Bar is loaded for Jeff Lynn, one of our masters lifters today. Solid setup. Very quick. Racks it in, just like that, folks. Okay, moving now to Ashley Quadros. Ashley, you'll be followed by Zachary Bubba, Josh Brennan, and Benjamin Tubby. You three are the next in line. Ashley will be attempting 100 kilos. Had a very comfortable opener with 90. Let's see if this poses any challenge to the young guy. Good to see a few teen lifters making their presence felt here today. Ashley Quadros, 100 kilos, triple figures. Out she goes. Up we go. Go, go. Oh, give them a round of applause, folks. Nice work there. Triple figures. Let's move the bar now to 107.5. 107.5 for Zachary Bubba. Zachary will be followed by Josh Brennan and Benjamin Tubby. You're the next two to follow Zachary. Bar is loaded. Once again, we thank our sponsors, Much Needed Body Therapy. Thank you for your support. Oh, and another easy lift there from the man Giant, from the boy Giant. 115 to the bar, please, for Josh Brennan. Josh electing to go up another 5 kilos over his opener. Thank you to our referees today. Let's go, Josh. If anyone out there is looking to get into powerlifting and lives down this way, this would be a stopping point here at the Power Pit, cohabitating with Power Fitness. Up she goes. Come on, Josh. Grind it out, folks. Let's get right onto that one. Big round of applause there. That looks solid. And that's 3 white lights. Nice work there, Josh. Once again, we thank our referees today. Fiona Waddell over here on the right. Mr. Kenyon Donaldson, head referee. And over in the corner, powerlifting legend, Mr. Steve Ramsey. Thanks for spending your time and giving back into the sport, guys. Okay, thanks to our loaders today. Emma, thank you. Alan Sharini, thank you, mate. And Terry, thank you. Benjamin Tubby, centre stage, 117.5. Let's go, folks. Let's get them up. Oh, a lot better. Nice work there. Good drive. And we should have a successful result there. Nice work. Good comeback there, Benjamin. David Barker, 132.5. One of the Masters lifters competing here today. Sprightly young, 54 years of age. And ready to wreak havoc on the bench. Let's get it going, David. 132.5 kilos. Body weight 92.2. Let's make it happen. We're approaching 1.5 times body weight. And oh, that's gone. Good work. 3 whites there for sure. Nice. Made short work of that. Let's now turn our attention to Luke Mullins. 140 on the bar for Luke Mullins. Very solid opener with 130. All the way from out Scarborough. Down the west coast, and here he is, centre stage. Weighed in at 88.9 kilos. Electing to go up 10 kilos over his previous opener. Let's make it happen, Luke. Let's get behind him, folks. Come on, Luke. Up she goes. Go. Locks it. That was easy. Luke Mullins making hard work look easy. Cameron Pillipal, you're next up with a mammoth 150. Well over 1.5 times body weight here. Bar is loaded. Cameron Pillipal, lift number 2. 150 kgs, folks. 330 pounds. Blasted up. Nice work there, Cameron. Give him a round of applause. Made it look easy. Okay, now let's have a focus in. We've got 172.5 kilos. Round about 380 pounds in the old scale. Matt Harbour. This is elite lifting, guys. This is national caliber lifting, guys. 270 on his squat, 162.5 first bench, going 10 kilos up on his second. Now this is a lift to get behind. This is mammoth. 172.5 kilos, 380 pounds on the bar. Oh yeah, let's hear it for that. Mammoth effort there. Pushed it all the way. That's worth a cheer. Okay, let's strip it down, folks. We're going into the third round now. Lifting order: Bernadette Fagan, Dom Soroka, Brooke Palmer, and Reagan Ashfeld. You are the first 4 lifters that will be hitting the platform in the 3rd round of bench. Once again, we thank our sponsors, Pivot Physio and Therapy and Health, much needed body therapy, Baggio Sports, that health and wellness shop just down the road, and Catalano & Co. for all your eating needs. Nothing like a good feed after a comp, guys. Let's get down to Catalano's and make it happen. Bernadette Fagan. Let's get behind it, folks. This is the 3rd and final. 62.5. We could be in PB territory here, guys. Up we go! Oh. Big round of applause, guys. That was a mammoth effort. Good negative. Let's move the bar now for Dom Soroka, 70 kgs, 22.5 and a collar. 22.5 collar, rack height 4. Thank you, Emma. Once again, massive thanks to Lyanne and the team on the front desk, especially our live feed crew that's bringing you all the action blow by blow. Anyone looking to get into powerlifting down this way, hit these guys up. Sam Murphy, owner and operator here in the Power Pit. Elite athlete, pro raw lifter. Anyway, Dom Soroka, down she goes. Gets the press call. Ooh, just step forward. Give her a round of applause. Great lifting there today, Dom. Well done. Okay, let's go, Brooke. Brooke Palmer, you're next up with 80. That's 25, 2.5 and a collar. 25, 2.5 and a collar for Brooke Palmer. Brooke will be followed by Reagan Ashplant, Jeff Lynn, and Ashley Quadros. You three will follow Brooke. Bar is loaded for Brooke Palmer. Had good success at 65 on her opener, 72.5 on her second, going another 7.5 kilos all the way to 80 kilos here. Lifted out by Gavin Stockel. Here we go, guys. Oh. Big round of applause. That was a mammoth effort. Well done, Brooke. So close. Reagan Ashplant, you are next up with 80 kilos. Bar remains the same. Rack height 8. Bar remains the same. Rack height 8. Thank you. Big thanks to Sam and Lyanne Murphy for hosting this WA Powerlifting Championship. Running this under the CAPO as a CAPO sanctioned meet. CAPO standing for Council of Australia Powerlifting Organisation. Here we go, folks. Reagan Ashplant, 80 kilos on the bar. Let's get right behind him. This is a big lift. Up she goes. Up. Ooh. Give her a round of applause, guys. So close. Jeff Lynn, you are next up with 100 kilos on the bar for Jeff Lynn. Basically 1.25 times body weight. Bar is loaded. Let's get behind him, folks. Jeff successful with 85, 92.5, going up another 7.5 kilos here. Let's hear it for Jeff, guys. 100 kilos, down she rockets, up, up. Ooh. Big round of applause, please. Good effort. Ashley Quadros, you are in the hole with 105. Ashley, only 19 years of age. Bar is loaded. Ashley Quadros. Only 60 kilos worth of body weight here, guys. Quite tall for that body weight, but plenty of power in it. I don't think we've missed a lift today so far. Down she goes, and up she goes. Take the bar, he says. I'll put the mocker on you. Sorry, regarding that, Ash. Good effort there. Good applause. Zachary Bubba, you are next up with 115. Zachary to be followed by Josh Brennan, Benjamin Tubby, and David Barker. You are the next three to follow. Zachary, another one of our teenage lifters, only 17 years of age, but already a man mountain. Helped out by Cameron Pillipul. Down she rockets. Up she goes. Ooh, it's not quite there. Big round of applause for young Zachary. Well done, son. Josh Brennan, you are next up with 117.5. Let's go 1 1/4. Yes, we need to break the drought here. Let's get behind him. We haven't had one good lift in this last round. No pressure, Josh. Let's get it. Let's see if we can get one good lift through. So far, we've gone 7 out of 7 without a successful lift. Let's go, Josh. Let's get behind him, folks. Down she goes. Come on. Up. Come on. Go. Go. Yes, folks. I think we may have got one in here. Let's have a look. 3 whites. That's all right. We're good. We're good. We got a green. Nice work there, Josh. Great attempt. Selection. 120 goes to the bar for Benjamin Tubby, another 19-year-old, another teen lifter. Another lightweight, 72.7 kilos. Very tall boy. Okay, here we go, folks. Benjamin Tubby, 120 on the bar. Being lifted out by teammate Ashley Quadros. Clears the deck. Picks it up, the press cord. Come on, drive it. Up, up, up. Lock it. Oh, good attempt selection there. Well done. And white lights all around there for Benjamin. Well done. Okay, up the other end of the scale from the teens to the masters. We've got David Barker now. 140 kilos on the bar. Let's get right behind him, folks. Last bench. Bar is loaded. Let's make it 3 from 3, David. 54 years of age, folks. Doing it for the Masters this weekend. Let's go, David. 140 on the bar. 92.2 in body weight. Let's see what happens. And drive. Lock. Yeah, give it a round of applause, folks. That's how you do it. Nice work. Okay, let's now go to another Masters. Luke Mullins, 49 years of age. Luke weighing in at 88.9 and electing to go 145 kgs on the bar. Luke to be followed by Cameron Philippou, Matthew Harbour, and that will round out the last round. We'll warm up with deadlifts, probably take a bit of a break, and bring you back with Mr. Adam Coe. Let's go, Luke. 88.9 kilo body weight, 145 on the bar, nearing 1.5 times. Up, come on. Come on, Luke, push it through, come on. Yeah, that's a good grind, folks, and worth an applause. 1, 2. Okay, just 2 to 1, just missed the butt lift there. Cameron Philippou, let's move the bar to 160 for him. 28 years of age, weighing it in at 84.7. Anyone wanting to know more about powerlifting, please feel welcome to ask any of our score desk, referees, Sam Murphy, myself, the great Adam Coe. Go strike him up for a conversation. Meanwhile, back at centre stage, we've got 160 kilos in the hands of Cameron Philippou. Up! Drive! Locks it out. Beautiful lift there. Should be whites all around. Nice work, Cameron. Shaping up, making a good total there. 210, 160, deadlifts to come. Matthew Harbour, 175 kilos, slightly shy of 1.5 times or double body weight, sorry. Slightly shy of double body weight. This is a big lift, folks. This is national level lifting you're looking at here. Let's get behind him, folks. Strong lift, man. Let's get right behind him. 175 kilos, 385 pounds, and the old scale. National quality lifting here, folks. Up, up. Oh, what do our refs say? That's going to be close, folks. Oh, yes. Wow, how exciting was that? Just a slight dip there on the bar. Big round of applause for our benchers, and man, that was a bee's dick of being a successful lift for Matthew Harbour.
here at Power Pit Gymnasium in sunny Rockingham. Once again, folks, please let's give Miss Lyanne Murphy and Mr. Samuel Murphy a huge round of applause before we get started in the final leg of the competition, which is the deadlift section. A deadlift. Now, what's a deadlift, for crying out loud? A deadlift is lifting a dead weight off the ground to an upright position, standing upright with it. It is the easiest lift of the day for the lifters to complete. The bar is not live. What we mean by live, in the squat and bench press, the bar's live. The lifter must take control of the bar before they even commence the lift. In the deadlift, that doesn't apply. They're simply lifting a bar or a weight off the ground. A very natural movement. You, I, and everyone else on planet Earth, throughout all of our lives, we have to bend down and pick things up. That's all this is. Simply bending down and picking something up. Again, one flight or one group of lifters. Beginning with Mr. Benjamin Tubby, Miss Bernadette Fagan, Miss Domenica Soroka, Mr. Jeff Lynn, Miss Brooke Palmer, and Miss Reagan Ashplant. Thank you very much, Stephen. We are underway with the final leg of the competition here today, the deadlift section. It is the fastest moving part of the day. The lifter simply has to pick up the bar just like that and put it back down. That should straight away be 3 white lights. We will further explain as the afternoon progresses. Thank you very much. Bernadette Fagan, 105. One lifter only at 105, which is Bernadette. Domenica, Jeff, and Brooke thereafter. There are a couple of technical things, nuances, that we will discuss as the afternoon progresses. That is, if a lifter is given a red light. We don't want to see red lights. Nobody wants to see it. But we will explain as the afternoon progresses if in fact that takes place. The lifter is simply asked to bend down and pick up the bar and stand upright just like this. Thank you very much, Stephen. We should more or less see 3 white lights all the way through now until we get to the lifter's limit. Domenica Soroka, 115 on the bar, please. 81 kilograms body weight. Jeff Lynn, Brooke Palmer, Reagan Ashplant, Josh Brennan, and Luke Mullins thereafter. Again, folks, 3 rounds in the deadlift, 3 attempts each. Unless there is an Australian, a state or an Australian, that is West Australian state record, or in fact an Australian record to be set or broken. So again, we'll just run through that. Standing upright, back down, very easy indeed, and 3 white lights. Jeff Lynn, one lifter only at 120, 265 pounds. Losing my voice here. Brooke Palmer, Reagan Ashplant, Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, and Zachary Boober thereafter. We mentioned earlier a subtotal. Every lifter now has made a subtotal. A subtotal is the addition of a lifter's best squat and their best bench press. Must make a subtotal in a sanctioned powerlifting event. Thank you, Stephen. Back down to planet Earth, and there we go, 3 white lights. You will notice there are 2 separate, distinct techniques used in the deadlift. One is close stance, or traditional deadlifting style. The other is wide stance, or sumo deadlift. Both are allowable and legal in the sport of powerlifting. Very unusual. So 2 reds, 2 25-kilogram plates, a 5 and a collar. One lifter now at 135. Miss Brooke Palmer from, once again, free plug for Catalano's Restaurant. We're looking for a big meal after, later today, after today's competition. We better look up Brooke. She'll be cooking up an absolute storm for us. Like this. Back down. So that gives her a total, the highest total in any category wins. However, there is a formula which we will apply later. 150 for Reagan Ash Plant. Hope I'm pronouncing it. Reagan, I think. Something else. Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, Zachary Bubar, David Barker, Cameron Pillapil, Ashley Quadros with what appears to be over a triple bodyweight deadlift, and Matthew Rabar with 270 triple bodyweight. First powerlifting competition ever. Thank you very much, Reagan. Reagan. One of the two, Reagan, there we go. Thank you very much, Reagan. First powerlifting comp ever. Josh Brennan, Luke Mullins, Zachary Bubar, David Barker, and Cameron Pillapil in a moment. For the men, it's generally, I suppose, spoken about or thought around about a triple bodyweight deadlift, as we've already seen here, is fairly competitive. Thank you, Stephen. The girls, we may see a double bodyweight deadlift. 1.5 to about double time, or twice their bodyweight, I should say, for the girls. Must lift up and stand upright. Back down. Thank you very much, sir. And 3 white lights. Luke Mullins, 160 now at 90. So we can see already 20 kilograms off double body weight. Hello? Tickle, tickle, tickle. So 20 kilograms off double body weight. So that's around about the standard we'd be looking at. Very challenging lift indeed. Judge's decision is, just in there. 2 whites and 1 red. Very, very close indeed. Same weight on the bar now for Zachary Bubar. David Barker, you'll follow. Cameron Pillapil, Ashley Quadros, and Matthew Rabar. David, in a moment's time, will be 1.7 times body weight. Yes, and 1 red and 2 whites. Ouch. Okay. Technicalities only. David Barker, 175 and 1 lifter only at 175. Cameron, you'll follow. Ashley and Matthew. Every lifter must make at least 1 good deadlift. Must. In order to consolidate a total. It's the total that counts. Very much like a triathlon, actually. Yeah, same thing. Must make at least 1 good attempt. Lifting up, standing upright with the weight back down, and 2, 3 white lights. Now you have a total. 190 now, please, for Cameron Pillapil. 8, 16, 24. Probably around 2.5 times body weight here. 190 at 85 kilograms body weight. So again, very, very impressive lifting. We refer to it as a power to body weight ratio or scale. The formula we apply, which is a bit long and complicated, works on the same principle. Gloss-Brenner formula. Oh, so difficult. Thank you so much, Cameron. Absolutely killing yourself on the platform there. Now, Ashley Quadros, how about this? 59.9 kilograms body weight, 205 kilogram deadlift, 6 to 8, 2.3 times body weight. Very, very impressive indeed. Opening deadlift attempt. Thank you, Stephen. On a power to body weight scale, this is off tap. Very, very impressive indeed. probably looking at an Australian record, if anyone knows. Yeah, must be around the Australian record mark. And so hard, so challenging, if you can possibly even believe it. Final lifter now, round one of deadlifts, 270 kilograms at a body weight of 89.5. Triple body weight opening deadlift. 270 at 90. So 4 25 kilogram plates, a 20 and a 2.5. Hello, Maggie. You're good? Bar is potentially loaded. Thank you very much, Stephen. Once again, we are way, way high in terms of strength to body weight scale, power to body weight scale, one of those words. Great song. So, the final lift, round one of deadlifts, the heaviest opener of the day. Beautiful stuff indeed. Very easy. There we go. Sounding very much like the Foo Fighters on the stereo. Move now to round two of deadlifts. Benjamin Tubby, I believe. 110, 242 and a half pounds. To be followed by Bernadette, Domenica, Jeff, Brooke, Reagan. How about I get a punch in the face for that? Reagan, Luke, Josh, and Zachary in that particular order. Somebody has binoculars or something? Can't quite see what's going on. Hang on. To adjust the binoculars. Wide stance or sumo deadlifting. Wow, so difficult again, man. Don't hurt yourself, please. It's a powerlifting event. Don't need to call 911 for that one there, Stephen. Bernadette Fagan, 117.5. Now, a 0.25 would suggest a personal best. So, 117.5 personal best ever deadlift for Bernadette Fagan. So generally speaking, if there's a 1.25 or a 2.5, it would suggest it's a personal best ever for Bernadette Fagan. Traditional deadlifting style. Well, it's a yes from us. Domenica Soroka, 125, one lifter at 125, 276 pounds. Thank you very much, Domenica. May also be a personal best, give or take, not yet, but moving towards. Okay. Jeff Lynn, you'll follow, Brooke Palmer, Regan Ashplant, Luke Mullins, Josh Brennan, and Zachary Buba. So why the wire brush? Somebody asked why the wire. No, nobody asked. Doesn't matter. Why? Thank you. Yeah. Why? Thank you. Someone finally did. Thanks for that. Yeah. So there's a build-up of chalk and skin oils and perspiration. That's what. Sorry, say again. So that's why we wire brush the bar. Close to a personal best. I think she may have dropped an expletive there. Jeff Lynn, 135, second round of deadlifting, to be followed by Brooke Palmer and Reagan Ashplant. Thank you, Stephen. So again, wide stance or perhaps sumo deadlifting. Sumo deadlifting? Wide stance deadlifting. Making hard work of it, man. I don't want you to hurt yourself out there, by the way. Brooke Palmer now 150. 225s, a 10 and a 2.5. So we're 5 kilograms off her personal best ever deadlift. Do you have a comment, sir? Can't say hello even. Can you believe that? Kids are normally so noisy. Why are you not noisy? Kids are normally so noisy. Oh, yeah, I can just bet too, yeah. Actually, I was in Melbourne the other day and I heard him, if you can believe it. Bar loaded, thank you very much, Brooke. 5 kilograms off her personal best ever, which would suggest a PB, personal best, on a third. Close to lockout. Stephen, please show us through the... Oh, yes, no, yes. Oh! So why? In the deadlift, a lifter must show the judges a strong lockout. If a lifter is sort of hunched forward, there is a potential for a red light. Regrettably, must stand upright and must lock out the deadlift. At 160 for Reagan now. Ash Plant, that would be 160 on the bar. I don't know what her best is. Maybe around this? Does anyone know? Give or take? Three white lights. Luke Mullins now, 171. Lifter only at 170. Josh Brennan, you'll follow on in a moment. Zachary, David, Ashley, Cameron, and Matthew. Who's in charge of the music again? Are you in charge of the music? Ouch. Yeah, can we do something about 80s or 90s rock? Thank you, Stephen. Lifter now, Mr. Luke Mullins, 49 years of age. Josh, you'll follow. Zachary, David, Ashley, and Cameron. Oh, ouchies. Hang on. Yeah. No? Okay, all right. Apparently not. Why not? I don't know why not, but apparently not. 175. Josh Brennan, you're the lifter. Josh Brennan, 175. Zachary Bubar, you are next. David Barker and Ashley Quadros. So this is conventional or close stance deadlifting style. Feet close together. Boy, oh boy, we're having a bad run here at the moment. How many reds is that? 3, 4 in a row maybe? Zachary Bubar, 180, 397 pounds. 325s, a 2.5 and a collar. David Barker, you're the next lifter, 182.5. Second attempt, second round of deadlifts at the Strength Quest. Ashley, you will be next, and Cameron, and thereafter Matthew. Personal best ever deadlift, we have just found out now, for Mr. David Barker. Very athletic, very youthful 54-year-old, we would say. Which would suggest the first time over 400 pounds. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Over 400 pounds for the first time ever. Can only move upwards. 210, 210 kg, 325s, a 15 and a 2.5 for Ashley Quadro. Teenage Australian record deadlift, people. Hello. Let's get right behind him now and go nuts when he lifts this one up. Australian record in a sanctioned powerlifting event. Got him! 220, 485 pounds. Cameron Pillapill. May or may not be a personal best. Not yet. Thank you, Cameron. Next lifter, Matthew Rabar. Then it will be third round of deadlifting, beginning with Benjamin Tubby. Conventional close stance deadlifting, standing upright and back down. Heaviest lift of the day thus far, 287.5. Unusual weight, 287.5. We will check and see if this is a personal best ever. So indeed and in fact, it is a personal best ever. 287.5. Can you believe that? 287.5. True story, that one. I'm going to tickle you. 287.5 kilos. Biggest weight of the day thus far. Still with one round of deadlifting to commence in a moment's time, which will be with Benjamin Tubby. Bar is now loaded. Did we mention a wire brush? I think we mentioned a wire brush. Must stand upright with the shoulders locked backwards. Must be done. On the way. On the way. Oh. I think he dropped the F word. Let's give him a huge round of applause anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3. The final round of deadlifts. There are no more deadlifts following this yet. 115, 115 kg for Benjamin Tubby, Bernadette Fagan, Domenica Soroka, Jeff Lynn, Brooke Palmer and Luke Mullins. Thank you very much, Stephen. 115. Benjamin Tubby, final lift of the day for Benjamin. Down and 3 white lights. Bernadette Fagan, you are the next lifter, 120. So, successful on a second with a personal best, which obviously 2.5 kg more is to increase her own personal best ever deadlift. Last lift of the day for all the lifters, flight 1 or group number 1. I think she's happy. Do you think she's happy? Do you think? Domenica Soroka, 125. Oh, actually, are you happy? You can tell us if you're happy if you want. Really? So, you finally got it. Just about in tears, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a huge round of applause. Absolutely ecstatic. Just missed it on a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give her a huge round of support on a third lift here. She must get it on a third for a personal best. Jeff Lynn now, 150, 150 kilos. 225s, a 10 and a 2.5. One lifter only at this particular weight. Brooke Palmer, you'll follow. Luke Mullins, Regan Ashplant. Love mentioning that name. Josh Brennan, Zachary Buba, and David Barker thereafter. Thank you, Stephen. So we're going wide stance or sumo deadlifting. Peculiar thing this. Two different styles allowable in the sport of powerlifting. And should be 3 white lights, we would imagine. Yes, indeed. Brooke Palmer now 160. Now this is unusual. In the sport of powerlifting, you cannot go backwards. You can stay at the same weight or only go forward. Brooke missed 150 on her second, but she has elected to go up to 160. Very unusual indeed, and very, very confident. Please stay with us now and give her a huge round of support. This is very, very unusual. Must get right behind Brooke here now. Very unusual to go up a weight, a deadlift. Let's give her a huge round of applause anyway, ladies and gentlemen. 170, which Luke missed on a second. The following lifters, Regan, Josh, Zachary, David, and Ashley in a moment's time. Thank you, Stephen. In the case of the deadlift, the bar weighs 20 kilograms, not 25 as it did in the squat. Must make this deadlift. On his way now. Oh my gosh, still going, still going. Oh, no way known. Let's have a look at the judge's decision. Oh. It's because the bar went up, down, up, down. Let's give him a huge round of applause anyway, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very gutsy attempt. 175 in her first ever powerlifting event. This is about where we would think an Australian record would sit at this particular age and body weight division. Bar definitely loaded. Let's get right behind her, ladies and gentlemen. First ever powerlifting comp from sunny Melville. Lifting up now. That's right. 175, same weight on the bar now for Josh Brennan, to be followed by Zachary Buba, David Barker, and Ashley Quadros. Right, must stand upright and lock it out at the top. Great lift. 3 white lights. Zachary Buba, I think, by the look of it. Yes, Zachary, one lifter only at 180, missed this particular weight on a second. Zachary, that is. David, you'll follow. Ashley, Cameron, and Matthew. Exactly. Well done. Take your time. Don't rush anything. Oh, You made it total. That's all that matters. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Teenage lifter. David Barker now 190, to be followed by Ashley Quadros, Cameron Pillapil, and Matthew Bart. We're down to the last 4 lifters, so probably in the next 8 minutes, I think, 8 minutes, we should be finished. Thank you, Stephen. Yet again, a personal best, as we mentioned earlier. Over 400 pounds now in the deadlift. And on his way to his next personal best. Thank you very much, David. And once again, well done. 220 at 59.9. 325s, a 20 and a 2.5. So to further his previously set in the last round Australian record deadlift, the lifter now Ashley Quadros. He already owns the Australian record. He's now on his way to further that particular Australian record. May or may not be an Australian total record. We'll check back in a moment's time. Wide stance or sumo deadlifting. Must stand upright. Oh. Let's give him a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very impressive lifting indeed. 235 kgs, 518 pounds. Cameron Pillapil, you are the lifter. 2 lifters remain. 2 lifters remain, Cameron and Matthew, before we will close proceedings at today's Strength West competition. In advance, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much for supporting all the lifters here today, particularly the ones you may be very, very close to. Family members, people you train with at various gymnasiums. 2 lifts remain. Come on, Cameron, up you go. Keep going, and, oh, God. Probably about 50 kilograms shy of your best here, I'd say. Final lift of the day. No 4th attempts have been submitted. Final lift of the day. Matthew Rabar, 287.5 kilograms, which, as we mentioned, is a personal best ever. We talk about records, yeah, you know, that's great if you get a record, but a personal best is, for us, equivalent to being a record anyway. It doesn't matter if it's on the books or on the internet, who cares? A record is a record lift. So this is the final lift of the day. Power Pit Gymnasium in sunny Rockingham, January of 2023. Yeah, go on. Final lift of the day. Biggest weight of the day thus far. Right, come on, Matt. Must get this deadlift. Closing out the competition in a huge way. Big deadlift. Let's get up on. How about a huge round of applause again for all the competitors today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful show. Thank you so much for coming along. Please don't run away just yet. There is a specific formula. It's called the Glossbrenner formula. Won't mean anything to anyone unless you are a fan of Herb Glossbrenner's photography. Who? Herb Glossbrenner. Herb Glossbrenner is a famous photographer of athletes in the 1960s onwards. He devised the formula many years ago to determine the best lifter more or less on a power to body weight ratio. What does that mean? What that means is if you are of a lighter body weight and you're lifting 3 times your body weight, that could mean that a lifter of a heavier body weight is only lifting twice their body weight. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Maybe not quite so high in the formula. So Mr. Samuel Murphy, thank you very much. Ms. Lyanne Murphy and Cherie, thank you. Will be working away busily on the computer to announce all the prize winners and the medals, etc. unless you have an urgent appointment, we won't be long. We'll get back to you in a moment with all the prize winners, etc., etc., etc. Whilst we're waiting, the upcoming calendar of events on the WAPA Powerlifting website. The next event will be at Muscle Pit Gymnasium. So for those of you who are not aware of where Muscle Pit Gymnasium is, it's in Cannington, corner of Crawford and Morgan Streets in Cannington. That will be a deadlift only event. Deadlift only, very, very
do the awards, so if all the athletes want to come out here, that'd be great. Firstly, thanks everyone for showing up, to the athletes, to all our spotters and loaders. Absolutely nailed it today, so we appreciate that. Thank you very much. And the coffee van and tip over here on the table. We can't do this without the helpers and without the support crew, the people that run the table, the people that run the score desk, the live stream. We can't do that without them. So with the awards today, we're going to start with most promising. This was hard because there was a lot of really good lifting today, so it was really hard to pick. But the name that the team have come up with is Benjamin Tubby. And then we're going to go into the female division, and we're going to start with the Masters. So this lady's day didn't go the way she wanted, but she come out on top with the Masters with first Dom Soroka. All right. Next we've got, oh, 1, 2, 3, yeah? Yeah, right. All right. So in third position, hometown hero, Bernadette. All right, and it was close between first and second, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. But in second place, again, hometown hero, Brooke. And that leaves in first place, Regan. Regan has a huge future in front of her. It's some phenomenal lifting. We've teens. We've got the teens men with some phenomenal lifting. Ashley Codross. All right, then we're moving on to male masters. I'm pretty sure this was a close battle too. And the man who got over the line, David Barker, not Parker. All right, now 3, 2, 1. Men. I have to say men because I've done everyone else. But all right, in third position is Josh Brennan. 2 to go. In second, again with some phenomenal lifting. Big potential. Cameron Dupali. Yep, did I get it right? All right, in first place, the man I had to talk in to keep going, but absolutely crushed it. Hometown hero, Matt Harbour. I'll get you all to squeeze in for a good photo.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom. Listen to Mr. Sophia. So just very quickly, just on behalf of just our Power Pick crew, a lot of competing today, we just want to thank Sam and Lyanne for everything that they do. But most of you won't know, but Sam especially does so much behind the scenes for us. Each comp he tries to improve everything. If we need something at the gym, he gets it for us, and he's always there listening to our whinging, especially me, but also supporting us every step of the way. So we just want to give a big clap to Mr. Murphy.
Thank you. Hope you can all sort of squeeze in. Shortest at the front, tallest at the back, on the platform so we can get a photo of you all.